So Cleveland will get the first possession. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. For the Cavaliers, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Cowboy is out there with Irving, and it's Thompson in at the center, locking down the middle. Now here's Thomas, and the basket by Thomas.
And how about that? Just an easy way to get on the board.
And just like that, Greg, the first lead.
Irving passes to Matt. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through, Greg. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
The Cavaliers shooting their first.
Had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
That's good. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they won their last contest, that game against the Suns.
I think everyone who saw that game would just have to agree was about what they could do defensively in terms of winning.
And I thought the activity was tremendous, all over the court defensively. And that kind of hustle is going to pay off for you, and it also is going to keep your coach happy.
Now, here's Bradley. His last outing, he had 24 points. Thomas with the ball. He's picked up by Irving. Shot by Crowder, no good.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Mack. A three-pointer off the mark. The Celtics have gone 2 or 3 here to start off the game. Crowder kicks to Thomas. Passes it to Sullinger. Fades and shoots. Cannot hit. And Cleveland will come the other way. Irving with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Here's Matt. Sullinger defending. And Matt kicks to Love. Just 5 on the clock. That's good. Irving's got his first bucket of the game. He's on the board for 3.
Such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.
Sullinger with the bucket.
Rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there. Going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for them.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Crowder. Thompson with the rebound. For Boston, they come into this one following a loss to the Raptors.
Yeah, they were just pounded on the inside, particularly on that backboard. That was a huge disadvantage for them.
Well, that's always a disadvantage when you get blasted on the glass. They need to do a much better job of getting inside position. And if you can't do that, it's going to be a long day on the backboard.
Crowder with the steal. And now it's Bradley running. He can go all the way. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Bradley's got his second basket.
Really nice dime drop in there. Playmaking ability is exactly what you get from Isaiah Thomas.
Got that one up quick.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all, because you look
nice
like that.
stroke from long range. If he keeps getting those opportunities, he better take them.
Offensive rebound. Crowder. And the rejection by James. Here's Matt. He's got 6.
Jumping off the couch. Not getting started, though.
To the paint. Here's James. Takes the assist and lays it in. 2 points. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Brad Stevens and I got a chance. Unreal rate, and his side can't take any mental breaks when it comes to boxing out on the defensive end. Love's numbers validate that fear, guys.
All right, Doris. Olenek, he's checked in for the Celtics. Kobe comes in for Avery Bradley. 5 to shoot. Bryant dishes to Crowder. Tries again. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Love. Cavaliers leading. Here's Smith. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Kobe kicks to Olenek. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Here's Matt. He's guarded by Thomas. It's a pick by Love. LeBron James on the wing. A baseline J. And again, it's Cleveland.
How much do you love to see the turnaround?
Celtics trail by 3. Thomas passes to Kobe. To the paint. And there's the whistle. Foul hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Boston shooting their first free throws of the game.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
And they made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
Kennedy's checked in for the Celtics. David Lee checked in for the Cavaliers. Mon Shumpert has come in for LeBron. 41 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Mack. Against Phoenix, he was really on his game. There's the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. And Cannon gets it to go.
And the lead goes right back. What a seesaw affair we've got going on.
This game's right there for the taking, but neither team can charge here.
Mack, no luck.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter. Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Hey, can you hand me that ashtray? All right. I just got it.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. It's the Celtics.
Like, I'm over here. It's like a jungle gym shit.
And Celtics head coach Brad Stevens lured away from a very successful tenure with the Butler Bulldogs. He talked about the challenge of making that decision.
The only hard part of that decision is leaving a place that you really loved for 13 years. I couldn't have left without knowing that it was a place that we were going to stay together and really commit to a process together. And I was sold on that, and I continue to be sold on it.
I wonder if Coach Brad Stevens feels like he's recruiting another college class with all those draft picks Boston is shot by.
Well, I don't know how he would address that question, but I do know he's feeling real good about his decision. Taking the Celtics to the playoffs.
That. Go. You so slow. Your teacher's gonna be coming through any day. Even that.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. They've got Jared Sullinger, Isaiah Thomas out there with Kobe. Then it's Jay Crowder. That's the Boston Five. Matt dishes to LeBron. Inside. Mack, good. Mack's got the lead up to 4 now for the Cavs.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
That's good.
And immediately looking for the open man when the double team comes to him.
1:44 left in the first half. Smith outside. 5 on the clock. Love with the screen for Smith. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. The offensive rebound. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
It's stolen by Smith. That is good. Now it's a 6-point Cavalier lead.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
And a brief moment now to see who's atop the NBA in team free throws. The Cavaliers number 1, the Celtics second.
Both teams.
Here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Suns played some outstanding basketball. He ended up with 44 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. Just absolutely incredible numbers from him in a game you didn't want to miss. So glad we were here to watch it, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks so much for the report. You had to just marvel, guys, at what he was able to do that night, didn't you?
You know what? It was the game of basketball being played at its highest level. No question who their MVP was in that one.
No question whatsoever, Greg. I mean, that's a performance he and his fans will remember for a long, long time.
16 seconds left in the first half. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
But to me, it's worth being certain. And that's why we have replay, to get these big calls right.
Got it all.
Brother, hug. Brother just wants a hug. Hug. Hug.
And they've taken a look at it, and they've overturned the call. They've overturned the call. They're calling the basket good, Greg.
Yeah, and that's why we have replay. I mean, to make sure the officials don't miss any calls. And really a good job to take the second look at it. Would have been a shame if they'd been cheated out of those points.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Cavaliers lead by 5. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I've got Kobe Bryant. And Kobe, tell us what's working for you guys defensively right now.
Oh, keeping them out of transition, really. I mean, that's really been the big key this half.
Kobe, we appreciate the time. Gentlemen, over to you.
Thank you for the great interview, Doris. We'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
Take a look at what Cowboys done.
Celtics trail by 5. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, LeBron and the... Beautiful jam.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented, for plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong and attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
And stolen by Love. Here's Matt.
Whoa! Whoa! Do that?
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden one. A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Celtics ball. Here's Thomas. He has 6. Bradley drives in outside Thomas. He dishes it to Crowder.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that.
Bradley kicks to Thomas. Pass to Mickey. Sullinger the screen. Shot clock at 6. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Here's Crowder. Free touch on the 16-footer. Crowder's got 5 now.
And he's made more than his fair share of those today.
Here's Mack. He's got 14.
Move the ball. Stick it to the mud.
It's stolen by Bradley. Outside Thomas. Outside Bradley. There's the bucket. Good. Now just a 3-point Cavalier lead.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And that will be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession. And the Cavaliers with some changes. David Lee checked in for Love. And Shumpert in there for LeBron. And that one's good. 16 points for Freak.
And you could tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
Thomas against Irving. Left side Thomas. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Last time they met in Cleveland.
Yeah, struggled to shoot the basketball in that game, but still found a way, if you will. I mean, they had to pick up the slack in a lot of other areas, and they did.
And, Greg, you know, not too many teams are going to win shooting that poorly from the floor. You know, I have to say it says a lot about them as a ball club to win with that poor shooting performance.
Ryan is checked in for Avery Bradley. Cleveland also making some changes. Pachulia comes in for Tristan Thompson. And Smith subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Now, here's Thomas. 6 points for him. Down low, here's Cannon. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And it's going to go on Amon Shumpert.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throw.
And so Cannon nails both of them. Here's Matt. He's got 16. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Cleveland shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. Free throw good. Mack. 2 shots. And Mack drops them both.
He's always been. Extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
Outside Thomas. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
No hesitation at all right there. Just right up against a much bigger defender.
Man, and I love that fearlessness, that aggressive attitude. Boy, I love watching guys play with that kind of abandon and freedom, Greg. It's a beautiful thing, man.
Smith against Kobe. Hit by Lee. Clock at 6. Mack the pass to Lee. Misses from short range.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. Kicks to Thomas. He feeds it to Olynyk. Bryant with it. He's picked up by Lee. Here's Thomas, and it's blocked. They retain possession. That is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Olynyk.
Looking at the Cavaliers over the last 10 and how they compare to the rest of the league, this is what we've got. First in shooting percentage, first in fewest turnovers a game, and they're number 1 in opponent scoring. They don't allow teams to get into a rhythm offensively, and thus they're able to hold those points down.
You said it all right there. The hottest shooting team in the league. And that tells you not only are they shooting it well, but they're also focused on creating terrific opportunities for one another.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half. I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, but hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one. Although, if he missed it, I might have.
Thomas kicks to Cannon. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got 4 assists in the game.
You know, sometimes the best way to attack size is to go right at it.
Here's Mack. Drills the 3-pointer. Mack's got 23 points.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
The Celtics have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the 3rd quarter. Offside Thomas. 43 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. And there's the call on Pachulia. That is his first foul of the game. And Cleveland making a change here. James is checked in. Seconds left in the 3rd. Here's Ortega. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
They set the pick. LeBron kicks to Pachulia. Back to James. Here's Mack. 23 points in the game. Up in time.
Woo! What a shot! 3 points at the buzzer.
Definitely an answer to prayer there.
And we're set to start the action up here in the 4th quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. The Cavaliers leading by 6. A chance here to get a quick injury report.
He told me that it doesn't look too serious. The schedule becomes a real grind at this time of the year, and that injury is only going to make things harder on this team. Guys?
All right, Doris. We will, of course, keep everyone updated as we find out more.
And you know what? He could have a long road ahead in terms of getting back on the court. But one thing we all know, he's never been shy of hard work.
No, he's not. I mean, he'll be doing everything he can to make it back as soon as possible.
Thomas is the point with Bradley at his side. Jake Crowder out there with Mickey. And it's Sillinger in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. For the three. Matt, no luck. Celtics trail by 6. Bradley with the ball. Now guarded by Shumpert. Bradley kicks to Thomas. Pass to Sellinger. Feeds to Thomas. Shot clock at 5. Three-pointer. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Mack. Here's the screen to the inside. Off the pick. LeBron's shot is good. LeBron's got the lead up to 8 now for the Cavs.
And he came off that screen, just didn't over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time.